Hey YouTube, thanks for coming back to my channel, Stay Forever True. So in this video I'm going to show you all how to do a lock retwist. So it's definitely a style that you want to learn how to do when you have locks, because it can get really expensive when you go to the shop, but it does take time to learn how to do. You only need a few products, so definitely you want to make sure your hair is nice and clean before you start this. Make sure you have a really clean scalp, because otherwise it's just going to be worthless. So do that, and you want to use some type of gel. Sometimes you can retwist your hair without gel, but if you want an extra hold, make sure you use like a natural gel. Do not use wax, because you're going to have crazy product buildup. So this right here, I'm using a swimming suit strap. So the strap that you get on the bikini tops, it works really good if you have thick, long locks, because sometimes ponytail holders break, and you just got to make sure you hook it on. And then this way you don't have all that hair hanging in your face when you do your retwist and all the water dripping, all that. You don't want all that. So start with clean hair, and then I'm going to start from the back. And what I'm going to put on my hair first is, in this spray bottle I have coconut oil, Jamaican black castor oil, and lavender essential oils. So you want to use that just to moisturize your scalp, and make sure you start at the scalp and then move it down the shaft of the locks. So I'm starting in the back, and one thing that you gotta think about, if you've had people retwisting your hair to begin with, if you went to a stylist, you have to think which direction that stylist twisted your hair in. So some stylists go clockwise, some go counterclockwise, and you can kind of get an idea of which way they went. Once you twist your hair, look at it and see if it lays flat on your scalp. If it lays flat on your scalp, then you know that that's the direction that they twisted it in. So just play around with it. You see more of a difference when you get to the front of your hair. You can definitely tell which direction you need to go in. So when you're retwisting your hair, make sure that you feel for how the part is. So you might feel like it's too much hair in the lock. You might feel like you got a piece of hair coming from all the way to the right. So just make sure you just push it out the way and start to retwist your hair. So what I use is a comb to comb through the hair and then work my way down. So this technique that I'm doing is considered a palm roll. So I use duckbill clips because they're really long and they grip a lot of hair at once. In the past I have used long bobby pins. That's something you can use, but I find duckbill clips to work really well, but the long ones, not the short ones. So as you can see, I just used the comb and I work my way down. Now this lock is considered like a dragon's tail or like a snake tongue. That's what my mom calls it. So you make sure you have to retwist that all the way down and then continue to do your palm roll. Some people cut this part off, but I just go ahead and keep it. It keeps your hair looking full. But if you don't want full locks, which I don't see why you would not want full locks, but if you don't, go ahead and clip those off if you want to. So you want to make sure you keep your roots wet. That protects your locks. That way you won't break. You won't have a lot of breakage. So I'm combing it and then doing the palm roll and working my way all the way down. And you see I got another dragon's tail that I'm going all the way down with. So this is the front of my hair. You have to be really precise in the front, because of course that's what you're going to see when you're doing styles. So I get pretty anal about making sure that my parts are really straight and on point. Putting the water in, and as you're going through the whole twist process, make sure that you pull the clips down, like pull your hair down so that you keep the twist taut. So when you're working in the front, what you can do is you can start like a 2-strand twist with the front of your hair and then do the lock, or you can just start locking it, but you want to make sure that you're more closer to the scalp, kind of like if you was doing a flat twist and then a palm roll. You'll see what I'm talking about in a little bit. So comb through it as you did in the back. Something that I forgot to mention in the back, when I do rolls in the back, I make sure that I put the oil on, pull that down my hair, and then spray your scalp with the water, and then put your gel across the entire root of your hair, all the way across the part. You want to do that so you won't have to keep dipping into your gel and then putting it on each single lock. Just go ahead and just put it on that whole section and then retwist it, and then just keep making sure that the hair is wet. So that's what I was saying when I said do a flat twist and then do your palm roll. That way it's against your scalp, it looks clean, and it's gonna look better when you do styles. So I had to retwist this all the way down. So you see how it's sitting, it's staying put, and then you just put that right back into a duckbill clip in the back. It gets a little, you get happy when you get to this part of your scalp because you're like, oh, finally I'm almost done. But then it seems like it takes forever because it's just, this whole process is a long process, but you get used to doing it. And it's kind of rewarding just to know that you don't have to keep depending on a stylist to do your hair. You can do it yourself, you know. And that's the beauty of Locs, is that it's a journey, and you know, you just get to know yourself, get to know your hair, and you just have more patience with yourself. So I'm just getting everything out the way. And looking at it, I need to clean that part up. I think I am in a minute. So something I've been using on the front of my hair, because you can see it looks like it's a little thinner in the front. I've been using black Jamaican castor oil, so I like it. It's a brand called OK. I got it from where did I get it from? Marshalls. It was only like $8, and it has a lavender smell to it. It's really, really thick, and I put that right on my scalp. And you can see all that water. Oh, in my water bottle, I have just plain regular water, vegetable glycerin, and I think some essential oils. I think I have lavender, but sometimes I put lemongrass too. It's a really, really good smell. So here I am cleaning up that lock, that part like I was said I was going to do. So I'm cleaning it up and putting the rest of that hair into the lock. Duckbill clips come in handy. You can get all that hair out the way. I'm trying to figure out if I was going clockwise, counterclockwise, couldn't remember. So looks like I'm doing a 2-strand first and then doing the palm roll. So you can play around with it and see what works for you and your hair, especially if you have thinner locks or if you have shorter locks, or maybe you don't have so much hair in the front. Like with me, that first lock that I did, I had a lot of hair that was coming from the front, like it was wider. Maybe your parts are, you know, less wide, so you don't have to do a flat twist or do a 2-strand. But for me, I had to. As you're coming to the front, don't forget to keep combing. The whole point of using the comb when you retwist your hair is to make sure you get any hair, little bitty short hairs that's not trying to make its way into the lock. It really helps to make sure that you have a nice clean retwist. So I definitely recommend you buying a comb. I know it's kind of weird, you know, having a comb when you got locks, but it does come in handy when you're doing a retwist. So I looked at it, to me it didn't fall right, so I twisted it the opposite direction. So you just got to play around with it. It's really good to make sure you retwist your locks in front of a mirror. I used to not do it. I used to just do it, and then when I was done looking in the mirror, I'm like, okay, I'm good with that, but hey. So that's all I have for you all. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions, any other videos you want me to do, any styles you want me to do. I know a few people with locks, so I can go ahead and do some videos with shorter or longer locks if you want to see different styles. Just let me know. Thanks for watching. Stay forever true. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Peace.